It's time now for some real education. Welcome back. Here we are. And another day as a tribute to the great Netherlandish painter Jan van Eyck. And today on Instant Classic, we are considering the Arnolfini wedding portrait.
See that man in that elaborate red turban? We are more than reasonably sure that that's a self-portrait of the man himself, Jan van Eyck. There he is. And boy, he's got, look at those eyes boring into you. That's a guy who knows he's a badass genius, and he certainly is. Take a look now at the Arnolfini wedding portrait. One of the most famous paintings in the history of the world. And what's really beautiful about it is how much symbolism there is in this painting. You've got the dog and the wooden clogs on the floor. You've got the oranges in the windowsill to the left. You've got the cherry tree just barely visible outside the window on the left. You have this ornate bed on the right, the beautiful silk cloth, the beautiful heavy woolen cloth, I should say, that they're wearing as their clothes. The chandelier made out of brass that has one candle in it on the side of the husband and no candle on the side of the wife. And perhaps most ambiguous of all is that beautiful convex mirror that is right between them at the back of the picture. And it's so tiny and so brilliantly wrought as a convex mirror that it shows you what we see. Notice how you see in that mirror the back of Arnolfini and the back of his wife, and you also see two people coming into the door. One of them in red and one in blue. Maybe the one in blue, perhaps the man in red entering the door to stand in front of these two is the painter himself, Jan Eyck. How do you know that? Go back to the mirror. See what that elaborate flourish of language says? Basically, it says Jan van Eyck was here. And there he is entering in red. And maybe the person in blue is us. Now go back to the front of the picture. Here, every time we stand in front of this picture like we're doing right now, it's our picture that will be in the back of the mirror looking at them, and we'll have it reflected. Very, very complicated. And there's a train of thought that says now that this is not a picture of the wedding of the Arnolfinos, but maybe it is a posthumous picture of the family after the wife died in childbirth. So you can see that her left hand is set above her baby bump in that universal image of pregnancy. And the question becomes this: how can it be a marriage painting if she's already pregnant? That wouldn't make for a suitable sort of message for the 15th century. But what if she is dead? What if she was pregnant and died in childbirth? Then the picture becomes a way for children, any future children, or the family in general, to remember and memorialize her. Take a look at the image one more time. I mentioned on the left-hand side, there's a candle burning in the chandelier above over the husband, but there is no candle for the wife. On the bedpost right behind her face, you can't see it in this image, but there's a carving of Saint Margaret. Saint Margaret, of course, was the patron saint of pregnant women. And a number of other clues in the picture suggest that maybe Mrs. Arnolfini died in childbirth, and perhaps the child died as well. And what Arnolfini did, the husband, is paint not a marriage picture, a wedding picture, but a family picture designed to memorialize his dead wife for her sacrifices. And that suggests all the symbolism in the painting.